Hello everyone and welcome back to my Thai wife podcast. I'm Mike and sadly I'm still doing this without my lovely wife Sumari. But again, we got Pim here. Hello Pim.
Hi there.
How
Welcome back to my
my
Thai wife podcast.
Yeah. It's very easy to remember. You should remember it by now. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How you been?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, always. And we have another guest, which
Yes.
is also, and I know I say that a lot, but one of my dearest friends here in Pattaya. We only known each other for about 2 months and a half, but I think we became pretty much good friends. This is Guillaume. Hello, Guillaume.
Hi guys, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. You're welcome to the podcast. You cannot
You're
welcome us.
Oh, I mean, for the listener.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Yeah.
My
Just been back from home recently.
Yes, I've spent my 2 weeks holidays in France. I always close during Songkran Festival because it's quite very quiet during the 2 weeks of Songkran. So the staff, they can have the break and I can go and see my family.
Well, the listeners don't really know what you close, so let's talk about it first.
Yeah.
So Guillaume owns one of, in my opinion, one of the best restaurants that you can find good steaks in Pattaya. It's called The Bull. It's on the 3rd road, and I've eaten many times. I don't know how many already. Not only steaks, I tried many things, but the steaks are phenomenal.
Yeah, we are specialized in the top quality beef.
Yeah. We had this conversation before, but it's really interesting because I know nothing about that, right? In my country, we only get black Angus if we are lucky, and that's it. So, and I know from what you explained to me that most of the highest quality meat in the world is either Australian or Japanese.
Yes, if you take the Wagyu, of course, after there are some countries that have a very small production on some very specific beef.
Something niche.
Yeah, a niche.
Okay.
But mostly the top beef is Wagyu. Every country, they say, oh, in my country, we have the best beef. Even in France, we say, oh, we have so good beef, but because they didn't eat beef somewhere else. And as soon as you take Wagyu beef, then you know the difference.
Well, I was honest. In my country, the beef is shit, right? I'm not trying to, we have such a good meat. No, it's regular. And I know when it's a little bit better, because you paid a lot more, right? But about Wagyu, I know that maybe it's a myth. I don't know. But they really massage the cows and do stuff like that.
The Wagyu is the type of the beef.
Yeah,
it's like the breed. So you have, for example, the most common is Angus, Black Angus, and Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef at the beginning it was from Japan, and now they are producing a little bit everywhere in the world. The thing is, everywhere in the world, and mostly in Australia, it's more like a big production.
Mass production.
Okay,
yeah.
When you go to Japan, they have a higher quality.
Okay.
They have a quality that you cannot find anywhere. But it's more like artisanal.
Okay.
So there is different things. First, the music. So yes,
I heard about it.
Yes.
I remember 10 years ago when it started, maybe a little bit more, just talking about the Wagyu. And I remember they played Mozart to the cows and classical music, something relaxing to make them relax.
It's not for make them relax. They don't put Mozart or anything. It's just that if the beef is stressed, then it will have less fat. So the beef need to be totally relaxed. But when you have a farm, the problem with the farm is anywhere at any moment you will have a machine which will be started or you will have a peak of noise.
Okay. And which will startle them.
Yes, and this will induce stress to the cow. So when you have a music background that will cover any peak of noise, then you delete any stress.
Okay.
So it's not really for make them relax. It's just not to have a uniform noise background and don't induce any stress to the animals.
So no one like shutting a door immediately there or stuff like that. Everything.
Exactly.
They're very concerned about the noise.
Yes, because the beef has to be very relaxed. Then they massage the beef, not to make the beef relaxed. The massage is to bring the fat at maximum inside the muscle.
Okay.
So that's why they tend to massage the animals.
They're using machines now, I guess, for the massage.
Yes.
It's not like there is some Thai lady that massaging them.
Not like
There, you have some place where they do this by hand because the Japanese, they are very traditional.
Yeah.
But with the popularity of the Wagyu, they tend to do a little bit more with machine and everything.
Okay.
And the last thing is beer. They give beer to the animal.
Because of the yeast?
Because of the yeast. Because the yeast in the stomach will produce gas, so the stomach will be bigger.
Okay.
So the cow will eat more.
And it will get more fat.
And it will get more fat.
Okay.
So basically, the highest quality you can find in Australian Wagyu is marble score. The marble score is all the small fat inside the muscle. So the marble score 9 plus, which is sometimes called 9 plus or 12 or 13, depends. So that's the maximum. The Japanese, they have grade A1 to A5.
Okay.
The maximum quality you have in an Australian is like your A4.
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 I hear the name before. A4.
Yeah, it's like the paper. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but this one is the
Not like
A4.
that.
A4 is not for the paper, A4 for the fat. So basically the Japanese, they go way above.
Okay.
So most people, they know Wagyu by Kobe, which is like the beef to be called Kobe beef.
Have to come from the Kobe region.
Has to come from the Kobe region, but also it's not because it has been raised and killed in Kobe that it will be sold as Kobe beef.
Okay.
Because Kobe, they have an association that will inspect the beef. And
Like an internal inspector that is
Yes.
in charge of that.
they have an association.
Okay.
So basically, to have the stamp to be Kobe beef, you need to have the inspection, and they will say, okay, this one is Kobe beef. If you are not up to the standard, then it will be sold as Wagyu. Because not all the Wagyu are Kobe, but Kobe beef is the Wagyu.
Yeah.
It's like all the sparkling wine is not champagne, but champagne is a white sparkling wine.
Okay. So it's like Mercedes and Maybach, right? Which means it's still the same production, but this is the highest
Exactly,
one you can
yeah.
find.
And also, most people, they know Kobe beef
Yeah.
because it's the first one that has been exported and have a name and everything. But it's not the best one.
Okay.
Basically, you have 3 beef in Japan. You have Kobe beef, you have Omi beef, and Matsusaka. The best one is Matsusaka.
This is in your opinion, or it's in general opinion of
It's
lovers?
the general opinion of the top Japanese beef aficionados.
Okay.
Honestly, I tried Omi, I tried Matsusaka,
And Kobe, of course.
and Kobe. For me, I don't test the difference. The difference is very, very
So
slight.
you will not pass a blind test, for
No.
example. Okay.
And I think most people don't pass the blind test. But it's top quality. But for me, it's a great experience to do it because it's a sensation that it's brand new when you try the beef. Most people, they say, oh, this beef is melting in your mouth. But when you eat A5 Wagyu, then you know what melting means. You can cut it with a spoon. But it's not what I prefer. Now, what I prefer is like Australian Marble Score 9 or Japanese A3.
Which is, I guess, also cheaper, right?
It's cheaper, you have less fat, but you have more the sensation of eating the beef.
Okay.
For me, it's the right balance.
Do you speak about texture?
Texture and flavor.
Okay.
It means it's the right balance for me between tenderness, but you still have to chew the beef. So you still have the sensation of eating the beef.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also full of flavor. And for people who say, oh yeah, but it's full of fat. Yeah, but it's a fat with full of omega-3. So it's very good fat. It's not a bad fat, so it's very good.
So I want to know, like, how long you had restaurant?
The restaurant we opened in May
May
2019.
2019.
Yes, it's been 6 years.
6 years now.
But in 2020 we had the COVID.
Yeah, right.
So it was very difficult for 2 years. But now it's okay.
I think for any restaurant owner, you had to really reinvent yourself. Okay, I have a restaurant now. What I doing? What can I do without customer coming in?
Yeah,
right. The thing is, when you open a restaurant, you know that you need to have some funds to the start, because you will not have full customer at the beginning,
of course.
And this just when the funds went off and we started to have our customer, then the COVID arrived. So it was very difficult for us.
Our timing.
But the good thing is now, even when it's difficult, I think it's easy, because nothing
past the hard time.
Nothing can be worse than this. So
is it about like customer, the most is the Thai or another country?
I've got a little bit of everyone. I've got Thai people, I've got French people, I've got German people, people from Israel.
Pattaya is very multinational anyway already. So.
Some restaurants in Pattaya, they tend to work with one demographics. Like, for example, I'm French, so I will work mainly with French. Because they do French cuisine or something like this.
I understand.
But because we do something a little bit different, I don't have a specific people, a specific demographic. So I've got a little bit everything.
Yeah, I've seen your menu many times, and it's not only French. It's from everywhere, from all over the world.
Yeah, because on my father's side, it was 50% Spanish, 50% Italian.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a little bit of Italian food, a little bit of Spanish food or inspiration. I do a little bit of fish. The thing is, everything that go out of the kitchen, I have to be able to test it, because even in the best restaurants, you can have a problem. So if there's a problem, I have to be able to test it. So that's why I don't do oyster, I don't do seashells, because I don't like it. So I need to be able to test everything that go out of the kitchen.
Okay. And I think what's not only most interesting thing, but most of the listeners would like to know, how were you a chef before? How do you come to a different country and open a restaurant? It's very interesting.
I always loved to cook, but I was not a chef. The difference between a guy who likes to cook, who has skills to cook, and a chef, the chef, he can have a table with 7 different dishes and everything arrive at the same time. A cook, he will do 7 dishes very good, it will be tasty, but he will not be able to take care, to make everything arrive at the same moment.
Okay.
So it's just about the organization of the kitchen. So basically, I do the recipe, then we try with the chef.
No, I mean, even before, how do you come to the idea to, I'm moving to Thailand, I will open a restaurant?
So it started a long time ago. It was 2011. I came on holiday with a friend.
Okay.
We went Phuket, Samui, Koh Phi Phi, Koh Phangan, Koh Tao.
All the regular places.
Yeah, but we didn't want to come to Pattaya
because of the name.
Because of the name, the bad reputation, and everything. So we didn't come here. And the last night in Phuket, in Bangkok, I had a friend who lived in Pattaya who came see me, and he told me, Guillaume, Pattaya is not what you think. Next time you come to Thailand, come see me, you will see it's different. Okay. I say, okay. At that time, I love China. I spent 1 month in the summer, 1 month in the winter. I love Shanghai.
So it's not new to you, all the Asian culture.
No,
is a bit different.
Yes. I'm used to it. I love it. And so I come on holiday. I plan to come 1 week in Pattaya and 2 weeks in Phuket, because I like Phuket a lot. And I love Pattaya. After 1 week, everywhere I go, I meet someone. oh, hey, how are you? And it was like a big city, but a small village.
Okay.
And I like the ambience, so I stayed for 3 weeks.
And what do you think about the bad reputation of Pattaya?
Yeah.
You also enjoy that?
I also enjoy that.
Okay.
But yeah, I love I love to be near the sea, even if I don't go to the beach. I like to drive near the beach.
Okay.
I like the sensation and you have always a little bit of air that you don't have in Bangkok. In Bangkok, it's always hot and you have no wind or anything.
Yeah, you have more of a breathe.
And in Pattaya, it's easy to drive around. I love it. So I spent 3 weeks there. It was August.
Okay.
Back in September, I go back to France.
So it was the raining season.
Yes, but in Pattaya, you don't really have the raining season.
Okay. Well, last year was hard.
Yeah, but it's like 1 day, 2 days, and generally it rains for 1 or 2 hours and it's finished.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember in Phuket it was 1 hour, but every day. So at 5 o'clock it's gonna rain. Even if it was every day in Phuket, it's not a big hassle because it's gonna be 1 hour. So you go your room.
I'm talking about the floodings.
But the flooding is what? You come back 1 hour later, there's no more floodings. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I went back in September. I was back in Pattaya in December. And after that, for 2 years, I did 3 months in France, 1 month in Thailand.
So you left the Chinese alone?
Yes. And at one moment, I was offered a job to manage a hotel in Pattaya.
Okay. You had experience in that?
No, I didn't have any experience in that. In France, I was in computer graphic and IT.
Okay.
And I was a taekwondo teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And in the French Federation, I had a lot of things to do also for the local
government.
Not government, but we call this department. It's like a province.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the local community.
Yeah, I had a lot of things to do, and they offered the job to me. So I asked my students for the taekwondo if they are okay to take the club. They say, okay, we can do this. I say, okay. And for my business, I say to my friend who normally take care of the customer when I'm not here, I say, if you want, I give you my customer. For 1 year, I help you from Thailand, and after you can take care. So in 2014, I came working in a hotel there. I was the manager for the hotel for a little bit more than 2 years.
Okay. How was it for you?
It was good. Yeah, it was nice.
Is it a big hotel?
It was not that big, maybe 100 rooms.
Okay.
So it was medium.
Size.
Yeah, it was a resort with a small restaurant. It was quite okay. The main problem when you come to Thailand is to understand that Thai people don't think the same as French people, for example. They have a different way of doing things.
Okay. Different timing also.
Different timing and different values. For example, something in France, it's very important to never lie. In Thailand, it's very important to never lose the face.
Yeah.
So if you lie to keep the face, it's acceptable. If you don't understand this, then you have problem. Because the Thai will lie to you.
And you will get angry.
Yeah. But you come to his country, so you have to understand how he functions.
Yeah.
That's the main problem with most of the people who are not happy in Thailand, is they come to Thailand and they want Thailand to be like their country.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you have to adapt.
It's not working.
It's not working.
I'm an immigrant here.
Yeah.
Most people, they say, oh, I'm an expat.
Even the tourists, mostly, by the way, the new tourists which come first time to Thailand, not only Pattaya, everywhere, and they're sure, oh, it will be awesome, beaches and everywhere, but you have to adapt yourself to the culture very quickly. You cannot speak with disrespect, like I will not mention any nationalities, but some people in the country, maybe disrespecting someone is more common. as a matter of speech, you know.
Yeah.
And here they see a taxi driver or whatever, and they speak not nice to him, and it can get very dangerous very quickly sometimes.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
And there are a lot of people who want to live in Thailand, but for example, French people who are very bad in English, in language in general.
You are doing okay.
And some French people, they come to Thailand to live here. They don't even speak English. They don't speak Thai. They don't speak English. How you can come to Thailand? And the same people, they complain when stranger come to France and don't speak French.
Yeah.
But you come to Thailand, you don't even speak English. You don't even speak Thai.
Yeah.
So if it's a problem in your country, don't be the same problem in the other country.
Yeah.
But some people are thinking, oh, it's a third world country and they need my money for some reason, which is total bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can handle very good even without people coming here so much, especially in Pattaya, okay? And yeah, you're absolutely right.
And generally the guy who say, oh, they need my money, is the guy who don't spend any shit. Is the guy who go for the cheapest beer and
Cheap Charlie.
the cheap Charlie that don't bring
whatever.
anything to the country.
Yeah.
So I worked there in the hotel for 2 years and a half, and it was sold to some.
Was it owned by a French?
It was owned by a French,
Okay.
and they sold it to Dutch people.
Okay.
And I was not getting along with them. And one time they want to do a power play with me, and I left. In 30 minutes, I left. The problem is I took care of all the system, but all the system was on my Google Drive, my personal Google Drive. So when I left, they had nothing.
Okay.
And I took all the customer. I sent a message to all the customer. I say, okay, I'm leaving. If you want, I've got another hotel. They will do the same conditions, same price, and I will be there when you arrive. If you have anything, I will be there for you. So I fucked them for about 4 or 5 months.
Okay. I bet they were raging.
They didn't hold during COVID. And
Really? Well, that's it to hear, but still. Yeah. Fuck them.
As we say in Thai, "Sumnam na."
สมน้ำหน้า
And then 1 week later, I was starting a new job at the kitchen. The kitchen, it was a restaurant in Pattaya. There are 2 restaurants in Pattaya. It's a group. Now there are about 30 restaurants in Thailand. They have different kind of restaurants. Some like eatery, like kitchen, Cafe 101, things like that. And some very good restaurants like Cocotte. Cocotte in Bangkok, which is a very wonderful steakhouse. They have some restaurants in all the big mall in Bangkok. It's a very big group.
And they had a branch in Pattaya.
And there are 2 branches in Pattaya.
Okay.
The thing, when I start working at the kitchen,
Was you a manager of the kitchen?
I was the manager in the kitchen second row.
Okay.
Humanly speaking, it was not that good. But I really learned the job there. Okay. If I was not working there, I would not have my restaurant there. Because most people, when they open a restaurant, they crash because they don't know what they are doing. Maybe they're good in the kitchen, maybe they're good with the customer, but they don't have any indication to see where they are going.
Okay.
In the kitchen, we check the stock every day. We have Excel files, and every day I know where am I. I know if, just by looking the number, I know where they have a problem or not. And when there is a problem, I learned where was the problem. For example, For example, I was expecting to have I will not give the real number, but let's say a ratio of 2. It means like if I buy for 1 baht, I sell for 2 baht. Mm-hmm. So normally when I do my accounting, I have this ratio of 2 who have to be there. And sometimes it's not 2. Sometimes it's lower.
Okay.
So why? If it's lower, it's because I don't check the stock good, so I lost food. It's because I overstock, and there's many reasons. For example, during Songkran, you have a lot of providers who are closed. So, of course, you have to do more stock. So your ratio will be very down.
Okay.
But you know that after Songkran, it will go up. So all these tools they put in place, you don't like spit in the wind to see where it's going. Okay. You know exactly where you're going. And it's because I was working at the kitchen that I learned everything I know about the restaurant industry. It was very, very good for me.
Yeah.
And at one point, I was not happy there. A lot of stress.
How long did you stay there?
I stayed for 2 years.
Okay.
It was a lot of pressure. My numbers were very good, still improving. Even when we doubled the income from year 1 to year 2.
Okay.
And on year 2 to year 3, we make more, 50% more.
Okay.
So it was still very, very good. Yeah. But keep pressuring. And I don't like the management method. So I quit. And I decided I want my restaurant because I want to work at my rhythm. Because I come to Thailand not to be rich. I come to Thailand for a quality of life. I could have money in France. I didn't leave France because I want money. I leave France because there was something I was not happy about in France.
Okay.
So here, I wake up. When I wake up, I go to Macro, buy the vegetables, things like that. I bring the vegetables, and I've got my afternoon. We open 5 o'clock. I work till 9 o'clock. That's sabai, as we say in England, Thailand.
Sabai.
I do my rhythm. I want the staff to be no pressure. If I see that there is too much work in the kitchen, they are overwhelmed, I refuse customer. Because sometimes
it happened to you before?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Okay. For example, because sometimes you have 20 customers, but they arrive step by step. Yeah. So it's okay. But sometimes you have 15 customers, all arrive at the same time. So more people coming. So I say, okay, I cannot serve you now. If you want to have a drink, you can have a drink, but we won't be able to serve you before 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Take your...
Which is very good, very honest of you.
Yeah.
Because some restaurants, we just let them sit and wait.
Yeah, but then in the short term, you make money. In the long term, they will not come back.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, it still happens.
I prefer to be clear with the customer.
Yeah.
And because when they're overwhelmed in the kitchen, that's where they make the mistake.
Okay.
And when you pay your steak for 2,000 baht, you don't want mistake on your steak. So,
yeah, that's... Be honest to other. Yeah, be honest to everyone.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Especially to the customer. As I said, we're talking about customer that he want to give them the best possible food and service for them to come back, right?
Right.
It's very understandable. And then you decided to open the restaurant. I'm sure we will not talk about the visa and the business side and everything because it's very complicated and we will not get into it. But you opened the restaurant, and how was the start of it? Stressing for you?
It was a little bit stressing at one point because I find a place to open the restaurant and I had to go out of the country. Because when you cancel your visa, you have to go out of the country and come back with another visa. So I decided to go to Shanghai with my girlfriend. So we went to Shanghai, and normally when I come back from Shanghai, I have to sign the lease of the new place. So I stayed 1 week in Shanghai, came back, called the girl to sign the lease. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, nobody. I go there, and then the girl, I have to rent 5 units. And she said, oh yeah, but I have some guy, he opened a restaurant, I signed the lease with him already. I said, okay, so how I can do? Yeah. If you want, you can have only 3 units. I said, no, I need 5 units. It's going to be too small. So I had to find in urgency a new place. And I didn't have a lot of money. So I cannot open in Beach Road or Second Road. It was too expensive. So I find this place on Third Road, which was closed for a long time. So I can have good price. And basically, we start the building work in March, middle March, and we open in May.
Okay. So it took some time, yeah.
Yeah, but it was very, very big because we had to. There was nothing here, so we have to build the kitchen. We have to build everything, destroying some stairs, and it was a lot of work.
It's total reconstruction of the whole place.
Yes,
of course.
It was like a empty unit. So it was it was.
And
Not
after the
stressful,
opening, the stress went down?
I was not that stressed. It was a little bit stress and a little bit of excitement.
Okay. But you did this. You did it the smart way, and I know that, and I will not explain more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that many people that I know personally came to Thailand and with their last dollar in hand, bought a business here and thought, "Oh, I'm going to be successful," and they had nothing to back it up. You know, any mistake that happened, they didn't have the money to pay for that, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that you did it a different way, a smarter way, right?
And also because I opened a restaurant, and I opened a restaurant because I learned how to run a restaurant. Some people, they are like a plumber in England. They come to Thailand.
I'm opening a bar.
And because they like to go in a bar, they open a bar.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly because you like to go in a bar that you should not open a bar.
Well, one of our best friends, which we cannot mention, he asked not to be mentioned, opened the bar because he likes to drink. So, you know, and it's kind of a successful bar.
But most of the guy, they don't succeed.
Yeah.
Because there is a difference between a guy who likes to drink but still take care of the customer and still know that he has to work. And
Every day.
Yeah. And a guy who opened a bar just because he likes to drink and continue to live like he's on holiday.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Like another bar we spoke last time.
Yeah.
The guy opened the bar with the girlfriend. And then every time he come in Thailand, he take the girl to go on holiday, go this island. Yeah, but if the girl is not in the bar, taking care of the staff, the bar is not working because the staff, they don't do anything.
They don't care when they are not there. They need the pressure of the boss.
So if you're not here to take care of your business is going down.
Yeah. Many businesses close here. Every year you can find new bars, and after 6 months you come, there is nothing there. There is a big sign, red sign that says it's for sale.
But you know the guys, they arrive, they say, "Oh, I've got a great idea, I'm going to open a bar."
The same as everyone. The same.
And you say, "Yeah, but
everyone.
there is a bar everywhere." Yeah, but me, I've got a better concept. Okay, what is your concept? I will have only beautiful girls. And then you look at the guy, you say, "But you think the other bar, they have a business about having ugly girl?"
Yeah, they choose to bring the ugly. I want only ugly girls. Which, you know what? That could work. Only ugly girls.
Yeah,
That
because
could work.
some
It will be a niche.
some guys, they love it.
Yeah.
Because
we should try it.
if you want beautiful girl,
They're
it's
everywhere.
very expensive. Because on walking streets, they pay 1,500 per day. So if you are able to put 50,000 baht per staff, then okay, you can have the beautiful.
Yeah.
But you need to bring a lot of customer to pay the.
Yeah, but you are talking like modeling level, you know. Most of the guys that I know that come here that are interested in ladies or ladyboys, they like the modeling level, but normally they go with let's say a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Right?
On walking streets, they work with the agency.
I know. Yeah.
So it's 1,500 per girl per day, and they work for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And after they go to another contract, another go and something else. So most of the bar, particularly in Soi Buah Khao, they don't have the money to do this because you can sell the beer at 50 bahts and pay the girl 1,500 per day.
Yeah.
So except if you like Ladyboys, because the Ladyboys is another market. But if you like girls and you want beautiful girls, it's a little bit difficult to find in Salvacao because they don't want to go to Salvacao.
Yeah, but you make it sound like someone that's new to Pattaya will go Salvacao and all the ladies are ugly. It's not true. You're just talking not a model.
Yes, what I mean is the top lady, the most beautiful.
Even you go Salvacao, many of the ladies are extremely beautiful.
You have a lot of beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not. They are not all ugly. I mean, the most beautiful. Most beautiful. They work in walking streets or in the bar or a gentleman club or a Korean or a Japanese. Because let's say the Western and the European, they don't spend a lot of money, particularly in Salvacao.
Yeah.
Salvacao, they stay all day in a bar, drinking 50 baht beer.
55 now.
Always, they're gonna go bankrupt. So it's different kind of customers.
Yeah.
So you cannot make a lot of money in Salvacao. It's very difficult because you need to sell cheap. And the problem is the landlord, when they see your bar full of people, they don't know that you don't make a lot of money per people. They just see your bar is full. Next year, you're going to pay double. That's what happened with the Area 39. During COVID, it was full. Every day full in Salvacao. And one year to another, they say, it was on Tree Town.
Yeah.
On Tree Town, it was called Area 39.
With the pool, no?
The pool was next to it.
Okay, yeah.
And it was packed, because Walking Street was closed and it was the only place open. And then the landlord, they say, okay, next year it's going to be double. They say, fuck it. We're going to do ourselves, we're going to move, and they go another place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a problem here, but it's totally understandable because I understand the landlord also, right? And especially that the prices went so up in the recent, let's say, 10 years. It's almost doubled everything. I mean, the lease contracts and stuff like that. So,
if you go to Salvacao, the turnover in the bar is huge. The bar, they open, close all the time.
Yeah.
Because you have some area where the bar are making a little bit money.
We are talking about LK Metro. We are talking about Tree Town. And
if we go Soy Chayapun, you have what? 1-2 bar who are working good?
More than that.
And most of the bar, they don't make a lot.
Yeah. But if we are already talking about Soy Chayapun, in my opinion, became the mecca of Ladyboy lovers. There are already 8 or 9. 9 it would be in 2 weeks. Ladyboy bars over there.
Really?
Yeah.
For now, is this be like 5?
No. Count again.
Count again.
A bit more. We've got 69 bar.
Yeah.
Delirious.
Yeah.
Mina.
Yeah. Dujai.
Gigi.
Gigi 5.
Gigi, where is it?
JJ.
Gigi. Yeah, Gigi is
Yeah. 1 second, guys. We have some technical problem. So, sorry, guys. We fixed the technical problem. So, we have Gigi, right? Now, count all the mixed bars.
Mixed bar. Yeah, because that's something new since a few years. Before you had a lady bar and Ladyboy bar.
Yeah.
But now Ladyboy are more and more mainstream. And it's more accepted by foreigner. So most of the bar, they are mixed.
Yeah.
So
you have many bars, and I don't think there is any other soy or street right now in Pattaya that have so many bars like that. I cannot think of even one street like that, because Soy 6 you will find nothing. Soy
6 is Soy 6 is the shadow of the past.
Of course.
Yeah, compared to what it was before.
I've been there yesterday. I walked there. I went with a friend of mine to visit his friend's bar, and the street was full. It seems to be full, but it was full only with ladies.
Yes.
You will not see almost, and it was, I'm talking like 9 p.m., which should be a peak hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost no foreigners. And the bars, you look inside, you see many people, but it's only ladies.
Yeah, only lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the bar they are empty in Soy Six, but Soy Six has always been an afternoon street.
Okay.
I remember when I came to Pattaya, you can do party 24/7. Like you wake up, you eat, then you go Soy Six in the afternoon. For the dinner, you eat something, then you go walking street or Soy Boacao. Then you go to the disco. When the disco closed, you go to the casino. Casino was an after or a TG or
It's not a real casino.
or GP bar. No, it's not a real casino. It's
Another.
or the GP bar, and then you go out at noon, eat something, and go party again.
Yeah, I remember the time that Lucifer was one of the best clubs you can find here. And now there is nothing like that. Well, some say Juju was okay, but
But Juju is very small.
yeah. Compared to Lucifer.
You cannot compare the.
No, but I mean the environment. The beginning, people told me that Juju was amazing. You've been to Juju, I guess.
Yeah, before. For a long time, very.
They are not allowing Ladyboys inside.
Yeah,
Really?
not for now.
For 3 months already.
But they make all their business with the Ladyboy before,
They don't own the Ladyboys anymore.
so they're gonna close soon.
I think
I don't know.
for now it's over 3 months to have the rule like that. Yeah.
Last time I've been to Juju, it was a week ago. I will not mention with who because I cannot. But we went there. The youngest lady over there, and I'm not exaggerating, was 40 years old. Was the youngest lady.
Yeah.
It was okay, but the drinks are expensive. The music is shit, very loud. It's not much fun.
Yeah, if they not allow the Ladyboy anymore, they not, because it was famous for the Ladyboys going there after work, and all the guys going there for the Ladyboys.
It's about like in Soy Boacao, yeah. And like Juju is near Soy Shiapur, right? So it's about like
It's on the corner. Of
it's on the
Soy Boacao
corner.
and Soy
It's
Chiapur.
on the corner. When Ladyboy they are finished work, I can't say it because I'm a personal not be there for just looking for a man. I like to be there for just hang out with my friend. I have drinks and have fun when I'm finished work.
And sometimes you meet a handsome man.
Oh well, some I can say like some.
Okay.
But it's about like we just hang out together. We just meet when we finish work, like after work, and
Yeah, it was a meeting place.
yeah, it's a meeting place. But it's about like not every ladyboy come for looking customer.
Of course
You
not.
understand what I
We
mean?
didn't assume, As
Yeah.
I said before, but it was a place that who did like ladyboys and ladies because it was mixed. You could go there and find a companion for the night sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like maybe not like they had bad experience, like trouble, but I did not know what is happened before.
I know what happened.
Okay.
But I cannot speak about it.
But
I've been asked not to speak about it.
yeah,
specifically.
but they decide to not ladyboy, but yeah, it's just better if you're just like than just the guy who had the trouble.
You are right.
Yeah.
The person that make a problem, you have to ban it. But you cannot ban a whole group, right?
Yeah.
But that's only part of the problem. I will gladly tell you what happened after the
In
podcast.
private.
Yeah.
I had some friends who came to visit me when I was working at the hotel. So the first night we go to a go-go in Walking Street.
Okay.
We enjoyed. The second night we went to a Ladyboy bar.
Okay.
It was fun, everything. Third night, I tell the guys, I say, okay, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to another go-go or do you want to go to the Ladyboy bar or something? They say, oh, they are not into Ladyboys. But they say, we want to go to the Ladyboy bar because we had more fun.
Why is that? Why you think?
Because when we went to the go-go, the girl were here for the money. Pay me drink. They were
It's
nice.
money-oriented.
Voilà, exactly. They are here for business. When we go to the Ladyboy bar, some girls, they just want to have fun. And it was not about the money or having a drink or something. It was just pure fun.
Yeah. And when you say fun, you not even mean sex. You just
no, it was just funny.
Entertain.
Joking, playing game, playing pool.
I
and
always tell my friends that don't understand the concept of a Ladyboy bar. For people that don't like Ladyboy, I say it's like going to a bar, sitting with your best friends. They act the same, right? The best friend, you can drink a lot with them. You can play with them. Play games or whatever. You can everything, and it's and there is not much pressure as people think, because people might imagine, they go to a Ladyboy bar and everyone start grab your cock or ass or whatever. No, it's not like
Not like that.
Not that well. At some places, but
some.
mostly it's not like that.
The thing is, if you go to a Ladyboy bar with friends, and that you say, okay, no, I'm just with my friend. 99% nobody touch you. They just be friendly and just have fun and
It's like from me, Ladyboy, So I could say I want to say like it's about from measure, like I'm a man from sexual.
Yeah, you were born a guy.
Yeah, born a guy, but have like within my personality or act like lady. So of course we got a show. It's like we show up about guy personal. Of course we have. So we can do the same way like men do.
Of course.
Yeah, because we're born like a guy.
This is why I say it's like going to a party with your best friends.
Yeah. So we feeling it's just not about like just want a man to have sex with, but it's just good to just have fun with it, just joking. But if have like good conversation and be a best friend, so I can say can be the best friend like man, and man be a best friends like that.
Or in that case, as you men and Ladyboy, yeah. But before already talking about the topic, I want we dive into something even a little bit more interesting. So while you're doing all the stuff of opening the restaurant and everything, you started doing something else as well, right?
Yeah. During COVID, a little bit before COVID, I had a friend who have OnlyFans, and she was not very tech savvy.
Okay.
So she asked me for help with her OnlyFans. So I help her with the...
Are we talking a Thai friend here in Thailand?
Yes.
Okay.
So I help her with her page. And I stopped promoting for her in addition to taking care of the page. And I had another girl who contacted me to help her with her page. And I did some content with her. So I started filming and acting and everything. And
we're talking acting as porn acting.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And she was not very serious. I started working with her. She went from she made 4 times more money than before.
Okay.
But still, she was not very serious. So at one point, I said, "Okay, we stop here because I'm losing my time with you." But I spent a lot of time. I had some video. I said, "Okay, what I'm gonna do? The restaurant is not making money for the moment. I'm going to open my page." So I opened my page and posted the video.
You can say the page name.
The page was French Baguette with the S.
Okay.
Because the funny thing is I wanted to be French Baguette without S. But on OnlyFans, you don't have only porn. OnlyFans is not for porn. It's just if you have a big community, for example, you are... 100,000 followers on Twitter and Instagram, you don't make money with it. So if everyone is capable of give you one baht, you have 100,000 baht. So basically OnlyFans is how to monetize your community. So some people do porn, some people they don't do porn.
Okay.
And French Baguette without an S was already taken by a guy who was doing bread.
Really?
Yeah, he had a channel.
He was a bread maker?
A bread maker. He had a OnlyFans page on how doing bread. So it was funny. And after I'm going to tell you why it's French baguette.
Yeah, okay.
So I opened my page and I start to do some collaboration. And now it's been 5 years.
People don't know what the main thing you do on your page, right?
Oh, my page is about Ladyboys.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do with Ladyboys. So basically I do two kind of contents. Content with collaboration. Collaboration mean I have another content creator who need content for her page. So I bring my equipment, I do the editing and everything, and we do a good video, good quality. And we share the video on her page and my page. And the other type of content is with girls or ladyboys who don't have an OnlyFans page. So because they cannot get money from it, so I pay them to act on the video.
Okay.
And that's how we do it. Most people, most girls, they open the OnlyFans and they think it's going to be easy. Like, I'm going to open my page, people will come. The problem is doing content is 5% of the job. Promoting is 95%.
Oh.
And the girl, they don't understand that they need promoting. Because when they work in a bar, they sit, customer come.
Yeah.
So they think, if I go to the bar, customer will come. But they don't understand that why people come. Because the boss, he was doing a lot of promoting, going to other bar, taking care of the customer. That's what bring the customer come. But they don't see this in their point of view.
Yeah.
So with the OnlyFans is the same. They open the page, they do content, nobody come, and they are just not interested. They do for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they stop.
In their mind, they think after 1 week I will be rich, right?
Yes. And so basically, it takes time because you need to build a community. And everybody is speaking like, oh, this girl on OnlyFans, she make 1 million. Because they only speak about the 0.0x%.
Yeah.
What you need to know on OnlyFans is when you make $400 per month, $400, you are in the top 40%. It means 60% of the creators are doing less.
Mm-hmm. Which is very sad, by the way.
Yeah.
If you do $2,500, which is in Europe, it's barely enough to live. If you do $2,500, you're in the top 5%.
Really?
Yeah. 95% of the people, they don't make that money.
Wow, that's crazy. No one tells that, you know. People in their mind think
it's easy and everybody on OnlyFans is rich. But the girl who will make a lot of money on OnlyFans, why? Because they have a big community.
Before.
Yeah. Like the girl who was working for Disney, she make 4 million in 1 month because she has a big community. And she said, I have my OnlyFans, everybody go there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit difficult for the girl to understand that you need to work a lot, that it takes time, and also that you won't be millionaire. And there is another problem is the agencies. There is a lot of agencies now, and 90% are fake. It's just a guy who looked a YouTube video and he don't know anything about OnlyFans. He just learned on the video that he need to do like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, blah, blah, blah. But he don't adapt the strategy to the model.
Okay.
For example, I've got a friend, she was doing $4,000 per month. She was working herself, promoting and everything. And she started working with an agency. With the agency, she went to $9,500. So she was making more money.
But how much she had to pay to the agency?
But she paid to the agency 50%.
Wow.
So in the end, she was making $500 more.
Yeah.
But the agency, they don't work on building a community. What they work is on the quantity. They bring a lot of people. The page is very cheap, but they will sell video call, they will sell custom, they will sell. So you need to produce a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was working 5 times more in video, in photo shoot, to promote, to sell
It's very hard.
the video code and everything for doing $500 more.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Mm.
You have some girl, this model is okay for them. You have some girl that want to have more control and to work more relaxed. They don't want to make too many people and too many production and everything.
Yeah.
So basically you can have cheap page, everything is to sell.
Okay.
So you will have a lot of followers, but not many of them will buy. You can have, for me, the two best part is subscription, a little bit higher, but you can see all the photo and all the video.
You get full access to the
Full access. And then either you put, like I do, 100% all included in the subscription, or some people, they do all included, but some special video for extra.
Yeah. Like our previous guest did.
Yeah.
This is what he explained.
Yeah.
That's the best, because with this you can build a community. The people they will spend less in 1 month, but they will spend more in the continuum. In 1 year, they will follow you.
Yeah.
And even if they stop subscribing for 1 month, 2 months, maybe they will come back.
Yeah.
So, because the thing is, when they work with agencies, they have chatter. It means you don't even speak with the girl. You speak with someone in India who is talking
But pretending to be.
and pretending to be her and selling and so basically, okay.
There was a controversy about that like 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, that they said about those chats that they say that some ladies sue them because they didn't know it was that, and the people tried to sue the lady first.
Yeah.
On a false that someone is pretending to be her, right?
And the thing is, they will sell a lot of content to a guy. So maybe the guy will spend $200, but he will spend one time.
You will not return to that.
He will not return. But if you sell the guy $20 for the subscription, and he's for 1 year, you will make more money, and the guy will be more happy.
Yeah, because you get more content eventually. Let's say every week or every day, I don't know your model, but everyone will get more videos in there. And
I had a friend who spoke recently, and she was doing like $15 subscription.
Okay.
But everything you have to pay more. I say, listen, it's like you go to the Mukata, you pay 200 baht. And every time you want to take the meat, take the vegetable, you have to pay more. You go back to this Mukata? She said, no. I said, listen, that's exactly what you're doing. The guy will come 1 month, he will not come back anymore.
And she changed that model?
Yeah, she changed. She understands and she changed.
Okay.
And the agency is even more dangerous because some of them, they are not agencies. As I told you, it's just a guy who watches a YouTube video.
Try to speak with you, for example?
Not with me, because the thing is, I'm a guy, so they are not interested. It's
but no one wants to see you, actually. Right?
Exactly. They want to see the Ladyboys.
Yeah.
But they are not interested in working with me.
Okay.
Because I cannot do easily content to promote on the Instagram and everything. So it's very difficult for them.
Okay.
And I was interested. I contacted a girl with a very big account, and it was not her. It was a chatter.
Okay.
And I really wanted to make a video with her because she has a big account, and I was thinking it's good for my page. So I said, okay, I'm ready to pay $400, but I want to speak with her. So she said, okay, we give you her Telegram. So they give me the Telegram for the girl. I contact the girl. I say, okay. She said, okay, we can do. You can send me PayPal. I said, why you send? You're in Thailand. I'm in Thailand. I send you a bank transfer. Oh no, PayPal is better. I say, listen, we make a video call and we talk 2 minutes. No, I cannot now. I say, listen, I just want to see your face to see if it's you. And full of bullshit, like, I say, okay, you're not her. So basically, I learned after, because I contacted Michelle that you had last time, and Michelle told me that because he had a video with her, she had a problem with her agency. And basically, her old agency was still having her content and was selling her content in her back and also impersonating her. So
she can sue them, no?
No, because
she's under contract still.
First, there is no real contract, and you're in Thailand. You cannot sue them because they are not in Thailand. And I know some other girl who work with agency, they don't even have access to their page. I tell them how much you make per month. I don't know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Because they just think like,
it's, you know what?
I get
It's
it a bit
crazy.
money.
It's sad that people take advantage of those people that working so hard in order to make money, right? And they are taking advantage of them and taking advantage of their body also, right?
Yeah.
I think it's worse than pimping, in my opinion.
It's worse because I know one girl. One guy opened OnlyFans page for her.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I will give you 8,000 baht per month.
Okay.
So basically, she got a salary. But the guy is making money with her. So maybe he made 20,000, 50,000. She don't know anything. But because she needed money and the guy tell her, I will give you 8,000. Okay, I need the 8,000. You know, sometimes Thai people, they don't see on the long term.
Yeah,
they see what is
going
immediate.
on in the future.
So she said yes for the 8,000. So she called me. She said, oh, I need to make photo. I need to make video. You can help me. I said, okay, I come. We make the photo. We make the video. And little bit after, I say, okay, how I can tag you? What's your name of your page? She don't even know because the guy opened for her. And then I learned that she have a salary and.
It's so sad. It's so sad to hear because, as I said, they're working so hard for that. And more than that, I thought, in my opinion, the porn industry got better in the last, let's say, 20 years. It used to be a very bad industry before. I mean, in the 90s, even the start of the internet, you know, with all the chatterbait and all that, everyone was taking advantage of everyone. And then came stuff like OnlyFans or self-pages that gave the models, any model, it doesn't matter who, more power on that, on themselves. But it's so sad to hear that people are still taking advantage of them.
OnlyFans was created especially to make the model more free.
Yeah.
It means like you make your content directly to your fan.
You own it.
Yeah. And it's you and your fan, and you get the money directly. And some people manage to go in the middle. Some agency, they do a good work. But that's a very few of them.
Yeah,
but even, as you said before, 50% is crazy. Most agencies will take 30% and they will be happy to sign a contract for 30% with someone.
Normally it's 40%. The agency is 30-40%.
I know, I will not say how, but I know that in the US it's 30%. An agent take for the model.
But for example, when I help my friends, I doubled the income for her. Which she went for. She was doing maximum 2,500. I went to 6,000 and even to 9,000. So I tell her, I say, okay, listen, without me, you do 2,500. So I don't touch your 2,500. If you do more than 3,000, you give me 5%. If you do more than 4,000, you give me 15. If you go more than 4,500, you give me 20.
Okay, which is still good because it's 11.
Exactly. And she pay me on the results. But some agency, they take 50%. Like you do $200, they bring 250, they will take 50% on the 250. Yeah. So they bring nothing.
Sorry.
What I want to know, what do you not prefer, because I know it's very different, but are you still excited for your shooting days?
Honestly, what I prefer now is the editing on my computer.
You like to do that?
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of tedious job, right?
Yeah. The thing is, all the money I made at the beginning, I was making $50.
Yeah.
It took me about 1 year to make 1,000.
Okay.
But all the money I make, I improved. So first, I improved with the light. I buy some studio light to have a better light. Then I bought some camera. The problem is the camera, they are not autofocus.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one shooting where one camera was out of focus and I lose one of my angle.
Okay.
So I went back to full telephone. And the telephone is better.
You're talking iPhones and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And what I do is I film in 4K with the wide angle, and then I zoom in the post-production. And recently I bought some microphone, but I'm still not happy with the sound, so I need to work on it. So I really improved. And I also improved the computer. I bought a computer specially for editing with double screen. And I use a wonderful free editing software called DaVinci.
DaVinci.
It's like professional. The free version, you can do everything. It's amazing. And now it's what I like. Cutting, the color, the sound. That's what I prefer now. Even
more than shooting it.
More than shooting it, yeah. Okay. For me now, shooting was fun at the beginning. Now it's more like a job. And the thing is, if you fuck, most of the time I tell to the girl, we are not fucking. We are doing a video. Like, don't look at me. You are not making love with me. You are making love with the camera.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. And when I'm doing the movie, I'm always thinking, where is the camera? Okay, she moved like this. Okay, I have to move her leg because it's not the right angle of this. So I'm concentrate on what I'm doing, acting and everything. So it's a little bit difficult. Some of the girls, they don't speak loud enough, so I have to tell them louder and everything. Yeah. So recently, I made an agreement with the guy, and the guy is the model. And me, I'm shooting with my phone, and I buy a gimbal. And this way, I can make more direction. Okay. I can snap my finger like this to the girl, so she can look at the camera. If they are not well positioned, I can move myself. Before, because my camera were steady, I created zoom and camera effects in post-production.
Okay.
Zoom and traveling in post-production. Now I spend a lot less time because I've got only one camera, so I don't need to change the color or the gamma and everything. And it's very, very easy to edit. That's the part I prefer now. But I always love to be on my computer anyway.
Yeah, well, you came from that, right?
Yes.
It was the beginning. You were an IT and you say graphic
designer.
Graphic designer.
Do you have any question for him? Because I mean, compared to our last guest, Michelle, it's very different conversation. It's completely different. This is much more business oriented.
Yeah.
And the other one was less business oriented, but more the needs and grits, you know?
Yeah. But for me, it's just like, I'm here at things. I can't say I did not have any questions because you explained everything already.
Yeah.
But I think is it good to listen? Of course, from who doesn't have any experience about OnlyFans or about work restaurant, about beef, yeah. And I feel like I really like to listen, you know. And I know it's just like, okay, great to have a question, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
But Also, I know that if one day you decide to open OnlyFans, you have this guy to help you,
Yeah,
to guide you
and
through that.
hopefully other listener who want to know about OnlyFans or work in a restaurant or
Or eat good meat.
eat good meat in Pattaya. So hope them listen as podcast so that they come to find the pool,
Of course.
the restaurant, have good meal and beef, everything here, good restaurant. I can see because now we here
Yeah.
and yes, I can see like how beautiful is in here. Hopefully everyone, if you have chance to come to Pattaya, can still have me in here.
Yeah, the pool on the third road, I recommend it, and it's a great restaurant.
Yeah.
Guillaume, you have anything that you want to promote other than the restaurant?
No, everything going fine. I will see you soon.
Yeah. And if you guys want to jerk off to some Ladyboy porn, French baguettes.
French baguette.
French
Oh, I don't
baguette.
explain you why the French baguette.
No.
I always be very open about sex with friends and everything. And one time we were with some friend and their girlfriends, and we were talking about girls and ladyboys and everything. And my friends, they say, you should do porn. And they say, they start talking about what would be my porn name.
Okay.
And one of the girls say, oh, you will be the French baguette. So when I wanted to open the porn, I say, okay, I'm going to be French baguette. That's it.
That fucking guy that's making the bread.
Yeah.
You know? That's not fair. But again, guys, if you want to jerk off to some great porn, as I heard, French baguette. And thank you for listening to our podcast. You can always contact us in mythaywifepod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And also there is a new feature on Spotify. You can send us actually direct messages for free through there. There is like a title under the name of the episode that you can just press it and it says send a message. And it's come directly to us. So any questions, we are here.
Yes.
Tim,
Yeah.
any closing?
Okay. So for today, I'm really glad to be here and I'm happy to make podcast today.
Yeah.
It's good experience and a new experience to know about the restaurant also. So thank you everyone, listener and people anywhere you listen. Hope you guys have a great day and we will have next
We will have few more episodes
interesting. Yeah, next.
soon. So thank you guys and thank you Guillaume. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you very much, guys.
Guillaume. Thank you so much.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.